Heyo, what's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the TTG live stream. What's up? What's up? What's up? A wild and crazy day in the markets, but is this a surprise? Nope, sure isn't, guys. What's up? My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, now the current head trader at True Trading Group. For those of you that don't know, TTG is the fastest growing, highest rated premium online trading educational platform and community where we all share the same goal, and that's to learn, trade, and profit together. 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, we go live right here, free on this YouTube channel with myself, other teaching moderators, and special guests. Drop golden nuggets and provide you with free lessons and education that's going to help you become a better trader. So if you guys are ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, you've come to the place. Take a moment right now, guys. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications. Make sure you share this stream on your own social media. Let's reach out, educate, empower as many retail traders as we possibly can. My goal on all of these lives is to provide you with value, folks. Literally, education, lessons, things you could take, absorb, and use it in your own trading to help you guys become better traders. But why should you listen to any of the things I share with you on these live streams? Guys, I didn't figure any of this stuff out on my own. My very first job right out of college, 2007, was working for a fund in New York City. That is where I learned how to trade. I was taught by other professional traders. I didn't figure this stuff out on my own. Then you had 2008, which was actually the housing market crisis, the subprime mortgage disaster, the Great Recession, the stock market crash. It was actually during that time period, though, that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. But before any of that was possible, before they even let me touch $1 of their money, I first had to go through an intensive training program. I had access to some of the top trading tools. And I was part of a community of like-minded traders, and that is now exactly what the True Trading Group platform is based on here now today. I've got a fantastic live stream in store for you guys here today. Is the stock market crashing? Is this the start of something much bigger? Is this just a pullback? Is this a buy the dip scenario? Or is this the start of something much bigger to the downside? I touched upon this last night. I'm going to talk about that a little bit further with you guys today. We're going to explain what happened today. What happened? Why did the market sell off like that later in the day? What happened? I'm going to explain all of that to you on this live stream. And most importantly, we're going to talk about what happens next. Okay. And how we're going to be able to profit from it. Today was a great day, guys. Okay. We caught a 20% gain on a day trade on PMCB. But the real story that we're going to talk about here, guys, is the SPY. Okay, we are now sitting on SPY put options from yesterday's entry. Those SPY put options are up about 170% since yesterday, and we are still in a piece of those put options. I'm looking for a little bit more downside. We're going to talk all about that here on this live stream tonight. So get out your pens, your paper. Guys, get ready to take some notes. We're going to go down and we're going to really get down to business here today on this live stream, okay? But before we start any of that, we're going to begin the live stream with an open floor Q&A session. I'm going to spend about 20 minutes or so. We're going to give some time for people to log on, join the stream, allow you guys to ask me questions, whatever you want to talk about. If it's about an individual stock, something about trading in general. What I will ask all of you, please hold any of your overall stock market crash related questions. Save those for later on the live stream, because I promise I'm going to go over all of that with you later on the live. But I'm going to start off with a 20-minute Q&A, let you guys ask me whatever it is that you want. Okay. And like I said, we're going to be talking about, is there more downside in the markets, or is it time to buy the dip? Myself and a lot of TTG family members capitalized huge on the SPY put option swing trade that is now 170% gain and still going. Okay. And then last but not least, later at the end of the live, I will show you the entire TTG platform so you know exactly what you get included with your membership when you join the TTG family, for those of you that are interested. Okay. Now, listen up, guys. Listen good. We're about to start that Q&A. Begin typing your questions right in chat right now. You've got a trader with 17 years of experience, literally sitting up here saying, guys, ask me anything, whatever it is that you guys need help with. I'm here. The only thing that I will tell you is this: do not be shy. Do not be embarrassed. Do not think you have a stupid question. There's no such thing as a stupid question. The only thing that's stupid is not asking your question. All right. So go ahead, guys, start typing your questions right in chat, and let's begin that Q&A. All right. Let's go, guys. Don't be shy. Step right up. Who's the first to ask the question? It is Mark. Why SPY rather than UBXY? It seems to move more. Okay. Actually, I prefer the SPY. The reason why I prefer the SPY, the options on the SPY are the best options, I think, in any market. They are the most liquid. They have the tightest spreads. And I personally just prefer to trade the SPY. I've traded the SPY for many, many, many years. It's something I'm comfortable with. It doesn't mean that it's better than UBXY, okay? It doesn't mean it's better than UBXY. It's just a matter of personal preference. Okay, so like just real quick, for those that are brand new, maybe don't know what I'm talking about. The SPY is the ETF that tracks the S&P 500, and the UBXY is the ETF that tracks the VIX. Okay, so I'll pull up a chart real quick, and I'll just show you guys exactly what it is that we're talking about here. I'll pull it up for you. So here's a chart of UBXY. Okay, this is the UBXY. The UBXY is ETF that tracks the VIX. The VIX is an indicator that will determine volatility in the market. Okay, so as traders get worried, as people get scared, as people get fearful, as the stock market starts to become more volatile, and volatility means, you know, big moves down, big moves up, big moves down, big moves up. It really starts to open up. That's volatility. That's what the VIX is going to track. It's also kind of looked at as like a fear gauge as well. Okay, so during moments of steep decline in the overall markets, the VIX will move higher. As the VIX moves higher, the UBXY moves higher because the UBXY is just an ETF that tracks the VIX. Okay, and then you have the SPY, and the SPY is the ETF that tracks the S&P 500. So it's, you know, they're just, you know, they're not the exact inverse, Mark, and that's the one thing that I want you to understand is that the VIX is not the inverse of the SPY. Okay, it is still possible for the market to go down and the VIX to also go down. The VIX tracks volatility, uncertainty, and fear in the markets. It is not a direct inverse to the SPY. Everybody make sure you understand that. Everyone make sure you understand that. Okay, they are not inverse. Just because the SPY goes down does not mean the VIX has to go down. The VIX has to go up. The VIX will go up only when you have the overall markets making steep declines. Okay, volatile declines. So that's usually why, Mark, like I like to go after the SPY because, like I said, the VIX is not a direct inverse. And if I'm going to capitalize on the down move, I want to capitalize on the full down move. You know, so I'd rather anything see trade something that is a direct inverse to the SPY, but you know, UBXY, nothing wrong with it. It's just a different vehicle for you to trade. What I'm going to talk to you about later in this live stream is actually, if this is the start of something much bigger to the downside, I am going to talk to you a little bit about how you can profit in a down market. Okay. I'm going to talk to you about that later on this live stream. And the UBXY is something that a lot of people may not even be aware of, but you can just buy the UBXY and go long if you think the markets are going to go down. There's a lot of other ETFs that you can do that with as well. And we're going to talk all about that here later on this live stream. Do market makers really manipulate the price and bring it to? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Camix, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. No, it's not true. Okay, I hate hearing this. You know, to think that you have this army of evil market makers that are going to see your 200 share stop loss and go all the way down there to trigger that stop loss just to stick it to you with your 200 shares and then rally the price of the stock back up. It's not true. Okay. You guys have to understand how much it takes to actually move a market. Okay. And if you're talking about something like that's the overall markets, if you're talking about a large cap or a mid cap, something that's very, very, very liquid, you guys have to understand how many orders are going through that market at any particular given time. Like you're talking thousands of orders every second. All right. There's going to be stop losses at almost every price point as well. Just because your stop loss is here, well, other people's stop loss might be here. Other people's stop loss might be all the way down here. Okay. The reason why it may seem like market makers move the stock down to a particular area where there's a lot of stop losses is because a lot of traders will put stop losses in the same area. Okay. So if you have a bunch of stop losses all bundled together around the same price, when the stock does come down into that area and it starts to trigger some of those stop losses, it creates a cascade effect where now this stop loss triggers and it sells, but then that triggers another stop loss underneath it. So that sells. And then it triggers another stop loss underneath that. So that sells. And you get this cascade effect of one stop loss triggers another, which triggers another, which triggers another, which triggers another. And because those stop losses, they all happen within split seconds because they're automatic orders, there's not enough time for other buy orders to step in to fill up that market. And then what you get is that real quick tail because the orders are transacting faster than new orders can come into the market. And that's when you get that flush. Okay, you get that flush effect. And then all of a sudden, once all the stop losses settle and all the stop losses have now been triggered, you have enough time now for buy orders that are at that same area to step in and fill back in the market. And then the price of the stock actually moves higher. And it's not necessarily that there was like this massive cloud of selling pressure all the way from up here that drove it all the way down. It's more like the stock kind of pulled back and all of a sudden all the stop losses triggered on each other. Okay. All the stop losses triggered on each other. It is not, you don't have a market maker that's out there saying, okay, let me actually utilize $50 million of my buying power and move the price of this stock down just to stop out a bunch of people. And then I'm going to buy all of that stock back up and move the price of the stock higher. It's not that simple to move a market, in case you guys haven't realized that or not by now. So I don't like this idea that people are kind of taught that like these evil market makers are out there to screw with you. I think it's false information. And there's a lot of that going on lately. You know, I feel like there's a lot of that going on. Like this past year with like, you know, the eruption of social media and, you know, you have Discord and WhatsApp and Twitter and Reddit, you know, and all of these YouTube, even like all of these different platforms. There's so much bad information. There's so much misinformation. It's actually kind of one of the reasons why we ended up starting True Trading Group. I actually was having a conversation at a family party with my brother-in-law's cousin, and he was telling me about some program that he had signed up to, some kind of membership. He spent like over $3,000 on this membership, and he was asking me about what I thought about this particular setup because he knows that I'm in the markets. And he was showing me the setup, and he was drawing out his Fibonacci retracement levels. And the way he drew his Fibonacci levels was actually incorrect. He was drawing the Fibonacci levels wrong. It's not the way to use them. He was using them incorrectly. And I stopped him. I said, why are you doing that? Like, who taught you how to do that? And I'm not going to name names, but there's another service out there that he spent like over $3,000 on, and they taught him the wrong way how to use a Fibonacci retracement level. My mind was completely blown that this guy spent over $3,000 to be fed something that was completely inaccurate. And there's a lot of that that's been going on lately. You know, there's over 10 million, I think, new retail traders from 2020. I think like 10 million new retail traders opened up accounts in 2020 with like Robinhood or something like that. So you have a lot of people out there that are searching for information. You have some people that are taking advantage of their desire to learn and their desire to get information. And the information is just incorrect. It's wrong. So that's why I like doing these live streams. I like giving you guys information. I like giving you guys lessons. You know, I've traded professionally on Wall Street. I was taught by professional traders. I didn't have to figure any of this stuff out on my own. I didn't sift through hours and hours of YouTube videos to try to figure out how to trade. I was taught by other professionals. And that's why I like doing these Q&As, because it's helpful when you ask me these types of questions, because there's a lot of misinformation out there. And listen, you guys can choose to listen to me or not. It doesn't really matter to me. I'm just, you know, if you want to listen to somebody else, go for it. But I'm just going to tell you guys whatever, you know, information that I can share with you. It'd be my absolute pleasure to do so. And that's why we do these Q&As. I think they're really helpful for our viewers. And I encourage you guys, keep asking questions. The more questions you ask, the better we can help everybody. How do you determine profit targets if stock at all-time high and nothing to the left, to the left, to the yeah, Jimmy, my man. I can tell. I didn't even look to see, Jimmy, obviously I know who you are, but I didn't even look to see your username yet. And I just read to the left. And I was like, oh, I know this person's a member. And then I looked, I saw your name. I was like, oh, it's Jimmy. So trying to identify resistance levels while a stock is at all-time highs, it's difficult. There is not a, this like wonderful equation that we can always rely on. You do have Fibonacci extensions, also known as Fibonacci projections, that can help you try to identify resistance levels. That's what Fibonacci projections are, or Fibonacci extensions. You may hear either of those terms. They're the exact same thing. And what I will do real quick is I will actually take this out and show you an example of how to use Fibonacci extensions. Okay, let's say, for example, okay, let's use NVIDIA as an example, because NVIDIA was recently just at all-time highs, right? NVIDIA was recently at all-time highs. So what we can do, all right, let's say if this was what we were looking at, okay? Let's say this was NVIDIA. Let's say today was this day. Let's say today was July 21st. Let's say that's what the chart was. If we want to look at a Fibonacci extension, because this is the all-time high, okay, right there is your all-time high. So when the stock breaks through that, there is no resistance here. When you look back to the left, there is nothing here. The stock has never traded at this price ever, right? So that's what Jimmy is saying. Jimmy's saying, how do you identify profit targets if there's no resistance level in sight? So one thing you can do is use Fibonacci extensions. Now, how to use Fibonacci extensions or Fibonacci projections is you're going to measure out the last uptrend that you see on your daily chart. So your last uptrend is going to be right here. There is the start of your up. That's the start and the end of that move higher. Okay. So you're going to take your Fibonacci projections. You're going to anchor it at the very beginning of that move. That's where you're going to start it. You're going to draw it all the way up to that current all-time high. Okay. Now you'll see you have this extra line here. Now, usually that would be it. That's all you would do to draw regular Fibonacci retracements. But this is not a Fibonacci retracement. This is a Fibonacci extension. So on the Fibonacci extension, you have this extra leg here. You see how I have this extra leg that I can anchor somewhere? So where does this go? This goes at the swing low is what it is called. It's called a swing low. A swing low is right there. So the low of the pullback. Okay? The low of the pullback. Because if we think that this stock is now going to continue its uptrend, we're trying to identify areas of resistance. And then what you will start to notice as I pan this out, okay, as we pan out, is you'll start to see these levels start to appear above those all-time highs. Okay, and now these become areas of resistance. So you can see here's one area of resistance, and coincidental or not, maybe that's where NVIDIA actually found resistance and is now kind of pulling back and consolidating. They just reported earnings today. Actually, the earnings were actually very good for NVIDIA. But then you'll see above that, you'll see these lines up here. These are potential resistance levels according to the Fibonacci extension tool. Okay, and that's how you would use a Fibonacci extension. Okay. Does that make sense, everybody? So that's one way that you can identify resistance levels as the stock is making new all-time highs. And the other one, Jimmy, is just momentum, brother. You just kind of play the momentum. You don't get too greedy with the move. Don't try to pick the top. Every time that stock extends higher to a new all-time high, be smart, be prudent. Stocks don't go up in straight lines forever. Take some profits until you eventually run out of shares. And if the stock keeps going, so be it. Who cares? Listen, the best problem for a trader to have is that they ran out of shares. All right. Best problem for a trader to have. Good question though, Jimmy. Guys, keep them coming. Keep them coming. We'll take a few more. Keep those questions coming, folks. Could you use Fibonacci extensions to confirm resistance when not at all-time high? I mean, I guess you could if you wanted to. I personally don't. I'd much rather just rely on my own analysis to identify those resistance levels. I don't think there's anything wrong with you using those extensions to identify resistance or to confirm resistance. So basically what you're saying is let's maybe try to think of a stock maybe that I can use just like as an example. Like maybe if I use like here, let's just use like AMD. Like one thing that you can say is we would want to know because the current all-time high, that's going to be resistance. That's your all-time high. But does my Fibonacci projection also agree with that? And the answer is yes. Do you see this line right here? You see that line? Oh, I'm not showing my screen. Hold on, guys. Or I am showing my screen. It's just not big. Can we make that bigger, Adam? All right, so you guys can see this. Okay, so let me start this over because you guys couldn't see it because the screen was too small. So let me start this over. So here's AMD, right? So here's AMD. So right here is your all-time high, right? There's your all-time high. So you would expect the all-time high to be resistance, right? But do our Fibonacci projections or Fibonacci extensions, do they line up? Do they show you a resistance level at your all-time high? Let's see. Well, what did we just learn? I just taught you how to use them, right? We identify the last uptrend. There it is. Okay, so we're going to take out those Fibonacci extensions. We're going to anchor them from the start of that uptrend. We're going to go up to the all-time high. Then we're going to take this next anchor. We're going to take it to the swing low, which is the low of this pullback, right? And look at that. What lines up perfectly with that previous all-time high? Okay, so again, it's not showing you AMD. Okay, let's try this again. So going through lessons for no reason, let's start over yet again. So here we guys have AMD. We're looking for the uptrend again, just like we talked about, right? I just told you guys how to use Fibonacci extensions. So there you identify the uptrend. Okay, we take our Fibonacci projection, we anchor it at the bottom of the uptrend, we draw it up to the all-time high, right? We draw it up to the all-time high. There's your all-time high. Now, when I take that swing low and we draw it up to we take that second anchor, we drop it to the swing low, what do you see happens? Right at your all-time high, you will notice that you have the 50 Fibonacci extension level creating a level of resistance to confirm that resistance level right there at the all-time high. So that's one example of how you would be able to use a Fibonacci projection or Fibonacci extension. That's one way you'd be able to do that to identify or confirm, as you're saying, a resistance level. All right, next question, guys. Don't be shy, guys. Fire away. I'm here for you. Do you think that the same strategies that one can use in small caps can be used in mid and high caps, or based in the difference in movement volatility, you should trade differently? The same setups and the same strategies will still apply. So just so you guys understand, like I trade everything. I trade small caps, I trade mid caps, I trade large caps, I trade options, I trade high volatile stocks, I trade low volatile stocks. I literally trade everything there is. And I would not consider myself a different trader when I'm trading these different things. The setups I go after are still the same. The only thing that's going to be different is, your position size is obviously going to be much different when you're trading like a $4 stock versus if you're trading a $40 stock or a $400 stock or a $4 option. Your position size is going to vary greatly depending on, what you're trading. But the style is still the same. Like you see me trade during the day. I trade the same setups as if I'm trading, a fast moving small cap or if I'm trading the SPY. The chart patterns are still the same. The setups that I go after are still the same. And honestly, this is the difference in a professional education, because when you guys get to learn and you get to understand professional technical analysis, that you want to know the biggest difference. Honestly, I'll break it down for you guys right now. The biggest difference between a professional education and just like learning a gimmick is that a gimmick can only be applied to like one specific subsector of the market or one specific type of trade. A professional education is something that you can take regardless of the style or strategy that you're trading or that you're implementing, regardless of if you're trading a small cap, a mid cap, or a large cap, and you can apply that education and that knowledge to that area of the market, or to, I should say, that asset class, or to that security. You know, whether you're trading Bitcoin, a $5 small cap, or Tesla, or anything in between, or AMC, regardless of what it is that you're trading, that professional education is going to allow you to identify good setups, high probability setups that you're going to have a good chance to profit from. That's a professional education. That's the power of a professional education. You know, and that's why with True Trading Group, it's not just me. You guys have to understand that there are 7 other TTG moderators inside of TTG, 7 other pro traders. We all have a different style and a different kind of niche that we focus on. And I think it's really important for our members to be able to have exposure to different styles and strategies, because my style and my strategies may be perfect for somebody and horrible for somebody else. You know, your trading style is going to be based on your personality and your personality traits, and that'll then relate to certain strengths and certain weaknesses as a trader. But your style and your strategy is also going to be kind of a byproduct of your lifestyle. Like, how much time can you dedicate towards this? Are you in front of a computer during the day, or are you always on the go in your car? Like, all of those different things will turn into you identifying the type of trader that you are, and you know, finding a style and a strategy that works for you. I'd say probably one of the biggest things that I help members with, especially new traders, is what I call trader identity. It's helping traders understand and become confident with, this is the type of trader that I am. This is my style. This is where I'm going. This is how I'm going to trade. You have a lot of people that they go on YouTube, they search how to trade. They find a couple of people that show you, look, I made 15 grand today. And you're like, oh, wow, let me do what that person does. That person made 15 grand. I'm going to do exactly what they do. Just because a style works for somebody else does not necessarily mean it's going to work for you. You might have someone that's like a micro scalper, someone that buys and sells within 30 seconds. They buy, they sell, they buy, they sell, they buy, they sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. And meanwhile, you're like, what the hell's going on right now? That might work for somebody else, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work for you. Okay, so understanding like the different styles and the different strategies that are out there, very important in the early development of a trader. You have traders that will spend literally their entire very short-lived career, because they end up quitting, trying to replicate and emulate somebody else that has a style that, no matter how hard they work, is not going to work for them, because it does not fit with their personality and it does not fit with their lifestyle. So it's not possible to try to follow and implement that style for you. It might work for somebody else, doesn't mean it works for you. That's why in True Trading Group, it's True Trading Group. There's a group of other professional traders that are moderators inside of TTG that all have different styles, so you can get a different feel for all the different strategies and styles that we implement to see which one you gravitate towards the most. And that's, I think, one of the biggest parts about trader development that we really work on inside of True Trading Group. Natalie Wright, I want to learn to trade options. I completed the course, but don't feel confident in placing an option order. Please advise on what to do in order to get more option trading. Please, Natalie, use the simulator. Natalie, use the simulator. Guys, we have I tell everybody that's first trading options for the first time, if you've never traded options before, use our simulator. Okay, the simulator that is in the TTG program on the TTG platform, it's free with your membership. You guys don't have to pay extra for it. Okay, the company is called ETNA. It's the ETNA simulator. This simulator is used at top universities. It's used at California State University, Fullerton. It's used at the University of Wisconsin, Whitewater. It's used at Berkeley. It's used at Illinois Tech. All right, a lot of different brokerage firms use this simulator to train their new hires. Use that simulator. The simulator on our platform is going to allow you to trade stocks and options with fake money with real-time data. So you can practice implementing what you are learning in the courses. You can practice implementing that on the simulator. Okay, options move very differently from stocks. There's a lot of other factors that go into and affect the price of an option other than just how a stock, it's just the price of the stock. It goes up or down. That's it. That's the price of the stock is going to determine, whether you're making money or losing money on a stock. An option is different. There's different factors. There's implied volatility. There's time decay. There's delta. There's a lot of other factors that go into how an option moves. And it's very important that you guys get a feel for that before you start risking your hard-earned money. The single greatest common mistake I see with inexperienced traders when it comes to trading options is that they get too much position size, not knowing how much they are actually risking on a trade. They think they're risking this much. Turns out in reality, they're risking twice, even 3 times as much because they're just not familiar with how volatile options can be. Options are a fantastic tool, especially for those that are trading with small accounts. We teach everyone in TTG how to trade options. I trade options, but we also trade stocks, like I said. And it's something that is great because it allows people with small accounts to really be able to take advantage of larger stock movement, and it gives you leverage. And the percentage gains are phenomenal. Like case in point, I bought SPY put options yesterday. I'm currently up 170% on those SPY options. Okay. Yesterday, I took profit off at 100% gain. I'm still holding some. And now today, they're up 170%. But with that potential phenomenal reward, 170% in just 2 days, with that potential reward also does come greater potential risk. Okay. Other groups out there have like similar simulators, okay, that are going to give you access for free, but only for like 90 days. Like you'll only be able to use the simulator for 90 days. Not a true trading group. TTG, you guys have unlimited access to our simulator for your entire membership. You can literally, we actually had one member, and we may have had more that did this. I just know one because they specifically told me their entire first year of their membership, they went through all the courses 3 times, and then they traded on the simulator it took them about 2 months or 3 months to go through the courses 3 times. And then for the rest of the entire year, they traded on the simulator. So they spent their entire first year membership on the simulator and then decided, now I'm ready to start trading with real money. Obviously renewed their membership. They actually became a lifetime member and then now started trading with real money. Not saying you have to do that by any means. I'm not saying you guys have to do that, but I'm just saying that you have access to that simulator all year round. I even suggest sometimes people, like if you ever get into a funk and like you're kind of like you don't feel comfortable with the way you're trading right now, go back down to the simulator. The simulator will always be there for you guys to practice on for free. You don't have to pay anything extra for it. It's one of the many tools and resources that are included with your membership when you join True Trading Group. If you're unsure and you're new to trading, you have absolutely no excuse to blow up your account. You have no excuse. Trade using the simulator first. Okay? Trade using the simulator first. Oof, anyone buying AMC Leap calls? I certainly am not. I certainly am not. All right, guys, I'll take maybe one more question, then we'll move it on. For a new trader, would you go with stocks or options? I would go with stocks first. Okay, I'd go with stocks first. Learn stocks first. You have to learn stocks first. You can't learn options before you learn stocks. Okay, because an option is going to move. The price of an option will move based on the price of the stock plus other factors. So if you can't, identify, like you're not going to be able to identify a trade setup in an option without looking at the stock. The stock is where you're going to identify the setup, and you're just going to use the option to execute your trade rather than buying or selling the stock itself. But you have to understand stocks first. So I always tell people in True Trading Group that when you guys start with all the stock courses, start with the beginner courses first. Then from the beginner courses, you go to the advanced courses. And then from the advanced courses, once you're finished with all the stock courses, then you move on to the intro to options and the beginner options course to then get yourself familiar with how options work. Okay. But I think it's very important for traders to learn both. I trade both. We teach both. In True Trading Group, we trade literally in True Trading Group every single day. You're going to get day trades. You're going to get swing trades. You're going to get stock trades. You're going to get option trades literally every single day inside of True Trading Group. Because like I said, me and the other moderators and I, we all have different styles, different strategies, and we're all, calling out different trades throughout the course of the day. Okay, guys, I'll take one more question, then we'll move it on. Hey, Mike, I need to fix my portfolio. Isn't shambles. Can you help? No, Francis, I cannot help. But guess what? You can. You can. And myself and my team can help you and show you how. Okay? We will teach you how to turn your shambles into gold. So you, not me, so you can do it. Okay? So you can do it. All right. So like I said, in TTG, my goal is to teach you guys. My goal, obviously, yes, Francis, of course, I'm going to give you my opinions, brother. I'm going to be there. I'm going to help you. I'm going to guide you. I'm going to give you mentorship. I'll answer any questions that you have, of course. The point that I'm getting at here is that we're going to teach you how to do these things yourself so that 1 year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, you don't get your portfolio in shambles again. All right? I want to teach you guys how to fish. I want to teach you how to become self-efficient traders that are not dependent on anybody else other than yourselves. Because honestly, what good is it if you depend on me? Right? If the only way you make money is you just follow exactly what I do, listen, you guys want to follow my trades, all the power to you. You can all follow my trades. I'm live on the microphone talking to you during the day. I'm calling out my trades in advance of actually making them. Like I come on the microphone before I make a trade and I say, hey guys, this stock's got support at $10. I'm looking for a pullback to 10.25. I'm going to get long. I'm a buyer at 10.25. My stop will also be around 9.50. I literally come on the microphone and I say that before I actually buy the stock at 10.25. So it's very, very easy for you to follow along with what it is that I'm doing throughout the trading day, if you guys want to follow me. But at the end of the day, if that's the only way that you're making money in the markets, then you're not your own boss. You work for me, essentially. And what happens if, God forbid, knock on wood, something happens to me, let's say 2 years from now? You're just going to stop making money in the markets now? All of a sudden, you're just going to stop making money in the market because I'm not around? This is a skill that if you learn this skill and you become consistently profitable, you take this skill with you for the rest of your life. It's like riding a bike. Guys, I'm going to be doing this until the day I die. It's a beautiful thing. I can do this from anywhere in the world. I can do it on my own time. It's a beautiful thing once you guys learn the skill, but that's the point. I want you to actually learn. The most important thing, it's not just understanding like, what am I doing? Yes, what am I doing? That's important for you to understand. Okay, what is Mike doing? Great. What are the other teaching moderators doing? Great. But you know what's more important than the what? It's the why. And that's why every time that I enter a trade, I don't just tell you guys, I'm buying here, I'm selling here. That's not good enough. That's not going to help you. I'm going to tell you exactly why I'm buying the stock here, why I like it, why I think it's going to this price, why this is my stop loss, because it's important for you to understand what goes on in my head. What's the thought process? How do I conduct the analysis? What makes me say I like this stock, I don't like that stock? Why do I like this stock versus this one? Okay? More important than the what is the why. Okay, so Francis, brother, I will help you as much as I possibly can. So will the entire rest of the TTG family. But then again, we're going to teach you how to do this stuff yourself so that your portfolio doesn't end up in shambles again. All right, great job, guys. That concludes our Q&A session. You guys asked some really great questions. All right, you guys asked some really great questions. Excellent job, everybody. Thank you for all of you that were participating in the Q&A. It's very helpful and useful to all of our viewers. When we do these Q&A sessions, it really helps answer a lot of people's questions that they may have. So thank you for everyone that was participating. Guys, listen, if you are a member of if you're not a member of TTG and I did not get to your question, don't worry about it. We do this 6 nights a week. Make sure you click the subscribe button and that notification bell icon. Make sure you guys never miss out on a TTG live stream. All right, guys. Yeah, listen, I see everyone's questions about the SPY and the market. I'm about 7 to 10 minutes away from answering all of your SPY and market questions, and I'm going to cover the markets in great depth with you. So everyone that was asking about the SPY and asking about the markets, guys, I will get to all of that. I promise you I will get to all of that later on this live stream. I'm still in a couple of put options on the SPY. I don't have a big position left. But you know, when you're up 170%, even the piece of the position that I'm still holding, it's still a nice chunk of change when it's 170%. So I'm going to break all that down for you guys in just a couple of minutes. But before I do, I first want to see what we're working with here for as far as like new people. Guys, do me a favor real quick. If this is the first time you're joining the TTG live stream, this is your first time, or you're not a member, guys, type the number 1 in chat real quick. Type the number 1 if you're not a member. Okay, type the number 1 if you're not a member or if this is your first time on the live stream. There we go. Look at all these number 1s flying through here. I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay, we got Tina Jones. We got Nima, Will McCain, Alex Dolly, Stan Stinson, Jordy Isban, Neil Go, Claudia Luquin, Sean Von de Sampel, B9, James, Paperboy, Kodiak, Sam Shakar, Father Guido, welcome back, man. I haven't seen you in a while. Ezekiel, Jack Garabito, The Freshmaker, Charles Wilkinson, Brian H., Barron, Mohammed Adil, Grace Hennock, Andrew Puente, we got Petrev, Johannes Theron, what's up, everybody? Akiko, Joanne Listen, what's up, what's up, what's up? All right, we got Delmino Palermo. I like it. I like it, guys. Welcome, 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 all of you. Understand, everyone that's typing the number 1 in chat real quick, guys. TTG is the highest rated and fastest growing premium online education platform for traders that is all about results because results matter, okay? We help people reach their goals of becoming consistently profitable traders by combining top-notch education with premium tools from companies like TradingView, Benzinga, Quote Media, Trade Ideas, all right, and more. And we are a community of traders where we all share the same goal, and that's to learn, trade, and profit together in that order. If you have been following my live streams for a while, I know we have a lot of people that are brand new. If you've been following for a while, you know that we've steadily been walking the price of our membership up towards $2,000, and eventually it's going to be over that. We've been doing that by moving the price up a couple of bucks every day until we cross $2,000. The 1-year membership to TTG, it's all inclusive. You don't pay extra for anything else. It's all inclusive. It's normally $2,212 for the year, but from now until midnight Pacific, you can save 42%. This is our back to school end of summer sale and pay only $1,270. And the next 23 people to sign up for a membership will receive a brand new free Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablet. This is not just the reader. This is a full tablet, guys, fully, connects to the internet and everything. It's a beautiful, amazing tool for you guys to be able to use while you're on the go and stay connected to TTG and, be able to trade don't trade on your phone. Okay. Take this tablet, use it. All right. Don't try to go through courses on your phone. Use the tablet. Okay, it's a nice size tablet so you guys can take it with you on the go. It's totally free for the next 23 people that join True Trading Group. We even cover the shipping cost for you, and we do ship globally. We have members from all over the world. Okay, Japan, the Philippines, Mexico, the Netherlands, UK, you name it. We literally have members all over the world, guys. We do ship globally. TTG, I want you to think of us as the Netflix of trading communities because you pay one price, you get access to everything we have. Okay, you will be getting with your 1-year membership all of our courses. It's a 17-course curriculum. That's the simplified version of the stuff I learned when I worked at the fund in New York. Remember, I didn't figure this stuff out on my own. I was taught. Okay, the 17-course curriculum is a simplified version of the education I received working at the fund. There's beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, how to trade during a down market. There's even a course that teaches you guys how to do your taxes. They're all in text and video format, whichever is easier for you guys to learn. You get access to all of them. There are no special VIP pro courses that cost more money. You guys get access to all of the courses. You're also going to get Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed. This is the live breaking up to the second news alert service directly inside of our chat room that gives you news as soon as it crosses the wire. You guys can't rely on a delayed newsfeed. This Benzinga newsfeed, my moderators and I, my members, we use this each and every single day. It's an invaluable tool. You also get Quote Media's full book level 2. It's going to show you all the market makers inside of level 2, not just the ones that your broker shows you. You're also going to get TradingView's premium level charting software. One of the most commonly used charting software is by active traders. Yours included free with your TTG membership, and also that simulator I told you guys about earlier, where you can practice trading stocks and options with real-time data with fake money. That is all included. You don't pay extra for any of this stuff. We also have a Trade Ideas scanner that's going to show you stocks making new highs, new lows, unusual volume bursts. It's broken down into small caps, mid caps, and large caps, depending on what it is that you trade. This will ensure that you're always focused on the hottest stocks during the day. The stocks are going to give you the best chance to profit. That Trade Idea scanner will ensure exactly that. And all of this stuff is included. You don't pay extra for any of that. That's all included when you pay just $1,270 tonight. Okay. You're also going to get access to our chat room. Our chat room, the moderators and I are sharing our screen with our members during the day, so you see exactly what we see. We're also live on the microphone, calling out all of our trades in advance, identifying opportunities in the markets. You can also send us private messages to ask us questions. And guys, real quick, my members, if you are a member, true or false, do I or do I not call out my trades in advance on the microphone before I actually enter the trade? I literally come on the mic and say, hey guys, I'm about to buy stock ABCD, $10.25. My stop loss is $9.50. And then when my order actually executes, then you get a pop out little notification in chat that lets you know my order has now executed. Okay. So true or false, my members, you guys can just do a quick little show of hands there in chat. If that is true, that statement I'm saying is true. We're also in chat with you all day long. The moderators are there from pre-market till after hours. We're not gone after 2 hours and you'll have to fend for yourself. We're there the whole day. We're also currently sporting well over an 80% win rate. So well over 80% of the time that a moderator or myself calls out a trade as a group, it is a profitable one. We also do live workshops with all of our members covering different topics. We do one-on-one mentor sessions with lifetime members. We do small private study groups with a teaching mod. These study groups are a real game changer and a way for you guys to really speed up your learning curve. You know, this is a time where you're like, listen, going through the courses is great, but being able to actually ask questions and go over lessons and topics that you're struggling with the teaching mod in a small private study group, that's an invaluable tool. That's something that's going to really help speed up your learning curve. Take advantage of it. We do those with all of our members. We also do a lot of fun stuff too. We do giveaways. Every time True Trading Group gets 300 new members, we give away a brand new Tesla or $30,000 cash. The winner chooses cash of the car. All you need to do is be a member of True Trading Group to have a chance to win the 30K or the brand new Tesla. Okay, and the next 23 people to join TTG will get themselves the 42% discount and the free Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablet. You guys just have to use coupon code TTG121. Okay, use coupon code TTG121. You actually have to enter the coupon code and click apply code. Adam, if you can pull that up, we can show them. So there you guys see on the screen, you actually have to type in the coupon code and click apply code so you guys can get that 42% discount. You'll know you're getting one of the 23 tablets if you see the tablet in your checkout cart. If you see the Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablet in your checkout cart, that means you are getting one of the 23 tablets. If you go to your checkout cart and there is no tablet that means we've sold out of all of the Kindles. Okay, folks, I also do offer a money back guarantee because I'm so confident in my program, the education that we provide, that if you put in just a little bit of effort, this can work for you. Over 80% of our members are successful, meaning they're making money, they're becoming better traders. It's because of that that I can confidently offer you a money back guarantee. So here's the deal. If you go through all the courses, pass the quizzes, and attend one private study group, that's it. Do those 3 things. And if you do not make your membership fee back, which is $1,270, if you don't make that membership fee back at least once during your membership, I'll give you all your money back. Dead serious. I'll give you a full refund. Everything I'm telling you guys, it's on the website. So you know you're getting exactly what I'm saying to you here. You just have to use coupon code TTG121. And you'll get the 42% discount on the brand new Amazon Kindle. Okay? That's the deal. You commit to me, I'll commit to you. All right? Again, according to a recent survey we conducted the first week of July with our members, over 80% are making money and becoming better traders. And that is the reason why I can offer you that money back guarantee confidently. I'd be an idiot to do that if everybody was losing money. I'd be an idiot. Okay? But that's why I can do that. All right? All right, guys. Let's move on. Take a little sip of water because my throat's killing me. And then we're going to move on to the lessons of the night. All right, guys. What we're going to talk about here now is we're going to go over the overall markets. I know I had a lot of people that were asking me questions about the SPY and asking me questions about the overall markets earlier during the Q&A. And I said, I'll get into all that later on the live stream. Okay. Last night, if you guys caught my live stream last night, I went over very specifically with you exactly what I thought the SPY was going to do. Okay. Yesterday, we had a pullback off of all-time highs. I grabbed some put options. We took profits on it. We had 100% gain on those put options yesterday. I decided I was going to hold on to some of those put options going into today because I was looking for more downside. Yesterday, a lot of people were asking if they should be buying the dip. And yesterday on my live stream, I told everybody that I did not think yesterday was a buy the dip scenario. That yesterday I believed that the markets were going lower. So to recap, I'm going to pull up a chart of the SPY real quick. I'm going to show you guys where I have these options from. And again, if you guys were on my live stream last night, this is just a recap for you. But right here, yesterday, I bought the 443 strike. Okay, there's yesterday. It was actually right inside of this candle right here. Okay, right there. Yesterday, I bought the 443 strike. August 25th expiration put option at $2.18. $2.18. Now, I took profits off along the way while the day unfolded. Okay, these were profits that I took off the table yesterday. 100% gain on those put options. $4.36 was the last take profit yesterday. I decided I was going to hold on to some of that position into today, looking for more follow through. And now we're down all the way down here below 439. And we are now sitting on about 170% gain. I did not take any profit off on these options today. I'm looking for a little bit of a gap down tomorrow, 437-ish, and that's going to be my final take profit. Everybody welcome Jacob. Jacob, the newest member of the TTG family. Jacob just snagged one of those Kindles. Guys, everyone welcome Jacob. We now only have 22 of those Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablets left. Okay. We now only have 22 of those tablets left. Just use coupon code TTG121, folks. You'll get the 42% discount. The brand new Kindle, totally free. It's our gift to you for joining the fam. and you guys get that money back guarantee for some security. All right. So there you guys have it. All right. Now, what I want to do real quick is I'd like to show you the clip. All right. I'd like to show you the clip from yesterday. Okay. I'd like to show you guys the clip from yesterday. So what we're going to do, I've got a couple of minutes, like a 2-minute long clip, 2 or 3 minute long clip, guys. And this is from yesterday's live stream. This is yesterday's live stream. We're going to play that clip for you guys right now. So now, is this a start of something bigger? Now, listen, I'm still holding 10% of these put options. What I'm actually looking for to have happen, right now, the market's held your first level of support. On your pullback, your first level of support, and if you've been following my channel for a while now, you know what all these levels are because we've talked about it on my live streams. This was your previous all-time highs. A triple top resistance, even more than that. I mean, we literally found resistance at this level, you know, on 4 trading days. And I'll draw them out for you. Okay, I'll draw them out for you right across this little line so everyone can see, right? Everyone can see. Look at this resistance. All right, look at this resistance. There you have it. Okay, so you can see that on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days of consolidation there, we were unable to break above that level. Then when we finally did break above it, you'll see it then became an area of support. We held support at that level and then climbed our way higher to new all-time highs, and you got your extension. So what you'll notice is that today we pulled down to where? That exact level. And then we bounced, right? Let's go to intraday. There it is. There's that line. There's that line that I had drawn. Okay? We double bottomed at that support level and then we bounced. Rightfully so. It's a key support level. It's prior all-time highs. It makes sense that we bounce off of that level. But now the real question is, does that bounce hold or does that level break and do we go lower? Okay, let's go back to the daily chart. Let's talk about this some more. I'm looking for the markets to trade lower. I do not believe, and I could be wrong. Let's delete all this. I could be wrong, but I do believe that what you're going to see happen is I think this support level breaks, and I think we drop down to our next support level, which is going to be right here. I think we're going to drop down into the mid 430s. Okay, I think we're dropping down to the mid 430s. And there you have it, folks. Okay, there you have it. There you have it. I was dead right. Dead right. That's yesterday's live stream. That's last night. Okay? The markets today literally did exactly what I just showed you on that live stream yesterday. I even drew the candle. Okay? So let's go back to the charts. Let's go back full screen on the charts. All right. Let's go back full screen on the charts. Let's go to the daily chart. And that, my friends, is the exact candle that I just drew for you in that video. Okay, so let's do a little recap. All right. Is this a buy the dip scenario or is there more downside? That's the question, right? That's the question. Here's that level that we talked about before. This is the previous all-time highs, right? There's the previous all-time highs. Then we broke above it, became support. We rallied to new all-time highs. We pulled back yesterday. We found support yesterday. You had that little tail, right? That was yesterday. I said on that live stream last night, I just showed you, that I think this level breaks. And I say I think we drop into the mid 430s. You guys want to know what the low is today after hours? 437.50. All right, we're at 438 and change. A beautiful drop. And look at the increase in volume. This volume is starting to increase as the market's moving lower. All right, I'm still in some of these put options. Again, this is the 443 strike, August 25th expiration puts, and I'm looking for us to go down to about 436 to 437 is the final take profit that I'm looking at. Cody, welcome to the family. Everybody welcome Cody. Everyone welcome Cody to the TTG fam. We now only have 21 tablets left. We have 21 Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablets left, guys. Just 21 of them left. All right, just use coupon code TTG121. You'll get the 42% discount. The next 21 people will get themselves a brand new Amazon Kindle, and you guys also get that money back guarantee. Okay? So listen, now that we have broken beneath this level, you look for that level to now act as resistance. This level was once resistance at the end of July, early August. We broke above it. It became support. It became support. Now we are beneath it. A high volume break beneath it. You look for that level to be resistance now. Now, it's possible we can get a little bit of a bounce back day tomorrow, but if we get a green day tomorrow, okay, if we get a green day tomorrow, we go right back up to 441.50. Can't get above it, can't get above it. Watch for that level to now become resistance, right? It was support for the last 2 weeks. Now we broke above it. Look to see for it to become resistance now on the way back up. Also, anyone that's curious, stay tuned. We're going to walk you through the entire TTG platform in just about 10 minutes, guys. All right, so anyone that is interested, I'll walk you through the entire TTG platform. I'll show you what is included. I'm going to show you that in just about 10 minutes once we're done going over the overall markets, the SPY, and what I think happens next. What I'm looking for here now, folks, is a pullback to like 436 to 437. The reason why I'm looking for this pullback into this level is because these were previous all-time highs, right? In like early mid-July. Then we broke above it. Let me go back and delete this stuff now because now, we already talked about those levels. When we broke above it, then all of a sudden you'll see that those previous all-time highs now started to act as support. See that? Previous resistance, all-time highs, we broke above it. Support, 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 rallied into all-time highs. Now here's your pullback. Look at where we just dropped to. Bang. Bang. Right down into that level. This is your next key level of support. It's like 436, 437. Okay? 436, 437. That's my final profit target, guys, on the SPY. Because we may overshoot it. Like something that I think is actually pretty possible. Okay? Something I think that's pretty possible tomorrow is maybe a gap down tomorrow that takes you beneath this support level, scares everybody, stops everybody out, and we go down and we test that 50-day moving average, and then we bounce. And then we bounce. So my target is 436, 437, but the momentum to the downside may overshoot that 434 area, test the 50-day moving average, and then bounce. I will be looking, regardless of what happens, I will be looking to get flat these put options in front of that 50-day moving average, because that 50-day moving average has been an absolute brick wall for this market. Every single time we've tested this 50-day moving average, you will see it has held. And not only has it held, but it has catapulted the markets to new all-time highs each and every single time This level has been tested. Okay. Look at that support on the 50-day moving average. It's incredible. Okay. That's why I want to make sure I'm flat put options at the 50-day moving average. And then I'm going to think to myself, now it's time to look for call options, and we're going to look for a bounce off of that level. Okay. So again, to recap, I'm in the 443 strike, August 25th expiration put options. I bought those contracts at $2.18. They went to $5.88 today, and I'm still in about 10% of my original size. So it's not a huge piece of the position. I already took the bulk of my profits off yesterday. We had the 100% gain yesterday. Now I'm still in that 10%. What's next? Okay. Why did this happen today? Let's talk about that for a moment. Why did this happen today? Well, folks, at 2 o'clock, the Fed minutes came out. What are the Fed minutes? For those that don't know, Fed minutes are just notes from the prior Fed meeting. They're notes from the prior Fed meeting. Now, Fed minutes can be tricky because it's giving you a look into the past. We've had new developments since the last Fed meeting. New developments that may have changed or swayed the decisions and the stance that a lot of these Fed members have since that Fed meeting. These minutes that were released, these notes, are from the last Fed meeting. All right, Tina, welcome to the TTG family. Everyone, welcome Tina. We have 20 Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablets left. We have 20 Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablets left. All right. We have 20 of them left. Guys, make sure, all right, you guys only have until 12 Pacific time tonight. That's midnight Pacific tonight for the Kindle and the $1,270 price point. All right. You guys only have until midnight Pacific time tonight to claim one of those Amazon Kindles and to get that 42% discount that brings it down to $1,270. Don't make me show you guys this clip tomorrow night. And you not being a member and therefore not capitalizing on this, do not let me show you another clip tomorrow. Don't let me show you a clip from this live stream like I just showed you a clip from yesterday's live stream. Don't let that happen again. All right? Those Fed minutes came out, and what the Fed minutes told us was that more Fed members are in favor of tapering this year. That's what happened today. Okay, more Fed members are in favor of tapering this year. What does tapering mean? The Fed is maintaining an asset purchase program. They are buying $120 billion worth of different securities and assets every single month, from mortgage-backed securities to treasuries. They're buying a variety of different things, $120 billion worth every single month. That is providing a large liquidity injection into credit markets and other markets around, around the globe. It's like a domino effect. Okay. The taper is in reference to the Fed slowing down that $120 billion a month. So instead of the $120 billion every month, maybe they do 100, maybe they do 90, maybe they do 75, maybe they do 60. And eventually that number is going to go down and down and down and down until it gets to eventually zero and they stop buying altogether. That's what they mean by taper. So when you hear the news media, everyone's talking about taper, 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 that's what they're referring to. The Fed tapering back the amount in which they are buying these securities and these different assets. The Fed minutes today showed that more members than the prior meeting are now in favor of starting to taper that purchase program this year. Okay. That's why the market sold off the way that they did. Now, all of this can change. August 26th to August 28th is the Jackson Hole meeting for the Fed, where Jerome Powell, the Federal Reserve Chairman, who is the top dog at the Fed, is going to be giving a very long speech. If he comes out during that speech and says, the rise in the Delta variant has slowed economic growth. We are not yet ready to taper. This market bounces back in a big way. This market bounces back in a big way. But why you saw the sell-off today? Because now people are thinking more and more it's likely that he's going to say we may start to taper in October. Now, how far of a pullback the market experiences, in my opinion, is going to be based on the severity of the taper schedule. I don't think the markets are not going to be able to handle the taper in general. The taper in general is not a surprise. The Fed has been forecasting or foreshadowing a taper for several months now. What the markets may not like is the speed of the taper. Like, how long are they going to take to go from 120 billion to zero? How long is that going to take? Is it going to take them 6 months to do that? 8 months, 10 months? Obviously, the market wants to see it take longer, because the longer it takes to taper down to zero, then that means the more liquidity that you'll have in the markets until that time. The markets are not going to want to see, we go from $120 billion in assets every month to zero 6 months from now. They'd rather see it take 10 months for that taper to go down to zero. A more gradual pullback in the asset purchases. That's what the market's going to want to hear. So that's what we're going to be paying attention to. I'm going to be watching that Jackson Hole meeting with my ears wide open and my eyes glued to the screen, because that's going to dictate market sentiment, I believe, going forward, which is what Jerome Powell says at Jackson Hole. Literally the entire financial world from around the globe is going to be listening to Jerome Powell. You want to talk about pressure? Try having every single financial professional in the world watching you speak. Okay? You want to talk about pressure? That's what we're going to be looking for. That's what will determine how far the markets do pull themselves back, which is why I think that this initial shock, this initial upset, and the markets are upset about a couple of different things. The markets are upset about the rise in COVID cases. Other areas of the group, other areas of the globe are not having such an easy time with COVID as the U.S. is. A lot of other places are starting to see slowdowns at more dramatic rates. You're seeing other countries go into lockdowns. So you have China reported a slowdown in growth. So you had some weak economic data come out of China. China's seeing another rise in cases. They actually partially closed the third largest port in the world due to an outbreak in COVID cases. So China's starting to see a slowdown again. The markets are a little bit upset about that slowdown in growth. And now they're upset about this taper. So I think that upsetness, for lack of a better word, I think that can give you a bigger drop down to this 50-day moving average. And then I think the markets will settle at the 50-day moving average. I think that's where we settle. And then we wait for Jerome Powell at Jackson Hole. And that will provide us with the perfect launch pad. Because if the market's sitting right at this 50-day moving average, which I've already showed you, this blue line is massive support. Massive support. Okay. We've never traded beneath it all of 2021. Okay. Massive support. So if we do drop down to that 50-day moving average, we are then set up for Jerome Powell to either say, we're not ready to taper, and then the markets rally back and they go right back up towards all-time highs, or he can say, we are going to taper, and we're going to taper pretty rapidly. And then you look for potentially another move lower to your next major support level, which is around 425, 424. Brian, welcome to the TTG family. Everyone, welcome Brian. We now have 19 Amazon Kindles left. Remember, guys, these are the full tablets. These are not just the readers. We have 19 Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablets left. You guys have until midnight Pacific tonight to get the $12.70 price point. That's a 42% discount. And the next 19 people to use coupon code TTG121 get that discounted price. They also get a brand new free Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablet. And don't forget, you guys also get the money back guarantee as well. Okay. So I'm going to tell you guys right now my prediction. My prediction right now is that over the next maybe 2 days or so, maybe it happens tomorrow, maybe it takes about 2 days for it to work itself through. But I think we eventually get down and test these mid 430s. Just like I said to you on the live stream last night, I still believe we get down and test the mid 430s, at least 436, possibly even down to 434. And then the markets take a breather. Take a breather, wait for the Jackson Hole meeting, see what Jerome Powell says. If there's no taper, we rally back up towards all-time highs. If there is a taper and that taper timeline is faster than the market's like, now you're looking about a much deeper pullback. You could be looking at least a 5 to 7% pullback in the overall markets. And that I think will take you right down to 425. And 425 will put you at your 100-day moving average, which is this purple line you see on my screen. And that's also going to give you this previous little pivot support level from mid-July. And then that's also a prior all-time high as we look back here to the left in May and June. So there's resistance in May and June. We broke above it in mid-June. We pulled back in July. We stuck support. That uptrend to new all-time highs continued. And then I would be looking for, if we break that 50-day moving average, I would be looking for a deeper pullback right down into that 100-day moving average. But again, I only think that pullback happens if the taper schedule, A, if we in fact do taper, and B, if the taper schedule is faster than the markets want to hear. I think the markets would be okay with 8 or 9 months. They'd be happy with 10 months. They'd be upset with 7 or 6 months. So the schedule in which the taper occurs, in my opinion, will dictate how far back this pullback lasts. But this is why, again, guys, this is why I said yesterday, when everybody was asking me yesterday, that, I said yesterday, everyone's asking, Mike, do we buy the dip? Do we buy the dip? Yesterday, I said, no, I'm not buying this dip. I'm not buying this dip. And you guys know me. I've been the biggest bull on the markets since mid last year. Since mid last year, I've said new all-time highs, new all-time highs, new all-time highs. Every single pullback, we've been buying those dips. I've been saying, if you've been following my live streams since COVID, every single pullback since that COVID low, I have been saying buy it, buy it, buy it, buy it, all-time highs. Yesterday was the first pullback that I told people on my live stream, I'm not buying this dip. I think we have more downside. And these are the reasons why. These are the reasons why. These are the reasons why I got myself into SPY put options. I did not buy SPY call options yesterday. And this is the reason why I'm still in SPY put options. Okay. So there we have it. Remember, 100% gains already locked in yesterday, still in some. They closed the day like 170%, but I'm still in them. So it may not be 170% tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow it's 200%, or maybe tomorrow it's 120%. We got to see, depends what the markets do tomorrow. Okay. But remember, look for this previous support, right? Look for this level. Look for that to be resistance if you get a bounce back day tomorrow. A bounce back day tomorrow, you look for 441.50 to be resistance. If we get a gap down tomorrow, like if we gap up tomorrow, let's say 440, I'm still holding the puts. I'll hold the puts until we get back over 442. Okay. If we get a gap down tomorrow, I will take my final profit off the table on the gap down, because if we gap down into this region, now you're talking about getting down into some real serious support, and you do run the risk of a nice strong bounce, and I will take final profits off the table if I get a gap down tomorrow. Okay. You guys got it? That's my entire game plan, folks. I just broke it down in great detail for you guys. All right. Just broke it down in great detail for you guys, just like I did yesterday on every single one of my live streams. I tell you guys what I'm doing. I stick my neck out on the line every single night. I tell you exactly what I think stocks are going to do the next day. I tell you exactly what I think the market's going to do the next day. I tell you how I plan on profiting from it, and you guys can choose to do the same there as well. And if we do experience a bigger move to the downside, guys, Don't sweat it. In TTG, we make money whether markets are up, down, left, right, sideways, inside out. Does not matter, because the professional education will allow you and teach you how to make money in all market environments. You can't just make money when the markets go up, because guess what? Sometimes markets do go down, and you can't just lose money when the markets go down. You've got to be able to adjust, and you've got to be able to profit from downward action like we've done the last 2 days. In TTG, we've been crushing it the last 2 days while markets are pulling back. Other people are freaking out. They're like, oh my God, is this the sell-off? Is this the crash? Is this the crash? Meanwhile, we're making money on the way down. There's a lot of different ways for you guys to profit while markets are going down. A lot of people are unaware of this. I actually have an entire course dedicated to how to make money in a down market in the TTG curriculum to help you guys. Don't forget, I received a Trader of the Year award in 2008. For those that lived in a bubble in 2008, or maybe you weren't around yet to be looking at the markets, the stock market crashed more than 50% in 2008 to 2009. The Dow Jones went from 14,000 to 6,600. Okay. During that time, that is when I received the Trader of the Year award from the fund. So if shit hits the fan here in the markets, guys, don't worry about it. We're going to be all over this thing. We're going to be making money on the way down. You got SPY put options. You got the UVXY. You got VIX calls. There's a lot of different inverse ETFs that you guys be going after. There's a whole different wide range of assets and securities that you guys could be trading and learn how to trade so that if markets do go down, you're able to benefit from them. Okay. All right. So there you guys have it. Okay, there you guys have it. Now what I would like to do is, that kind of wraps up my SPY analysis, the outlook on the overall markets. What I would like to do now is show you guys the entire TTG platform. All right. So for those of you that are interested, I'm going to show you everything that's included on our platform. Before I do, I would like to know who is still on the live stream that's not a member of True Trading Group. If you're not a member, guys, type TTG in chat right now. If you're not a member, type TTG in chat. All right, we got Father Guido, James, Louis Angel, Merrill Edwards, B9, Kenny Battles, Nima, Robert Minot, don't be shy, folks. Type TTG if you're not a member. All right, so you have it. Good. All right, so everyone that's typing TTG. All right. Guys, listen, so for those of you that are typing TTG, I want you guys, again, remember, okay? All right, the one-year membership to True Trading Group is normally $2,212. But from now until midnight Pacific, you guys can save 42% on that membership. It brings the price all the way down to just $1,270. And the next 19 people, all right, the next 19 people will receive a brand new free Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablet, totally free. We even cover the shipping costs for you. It's our gift to you for joining the family. It's the perfect tool to stay connected while you're on the go. All right. Remember, think of True Trading Group as the Netflix of trading communities. You pay one price, you get access to every single thing that we have. With True Trading Group, guys, we are a platform. You get access to the top premium trading tools and products because we bundle them together as part of your TTG membership. Included with your membership is Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed. This is a live breaking up to the second news alert service directly inside of our chat room that gives you news as soon as it crosses the wire. You cannot be an active trader and rely on delayed news feeds like Yahoo Finance that are delayed about 15 to 20 minutes. Professional traders, Wall Street traders, computers, and algorithms, they get the news as soon as it crosses the wire, so you need to also. Okay, traders that get the news first win, flat out. My moderators and I, my members, we use this every single day. It's an invaluable tool. It is yours free. You do not pay anything extra for it. It's included with your membership. What else is included? Quote Media's full book level 2. This is going to show you all of the market makers inside of level 2, not just the ones your broker shows you. You're also going to get our simulator. We talked about this earlier on the live. This is going to allow you to trade stocks and options with fake money, with real-time data while you practice implementing what you have learned in the courses. Please use the simulator. Prove that you can make money on the simulator before you start risking your hard-earned cash. Then you're also going to be able to use our Trade Ideas scanner. This is the industry-leading scanner. It shows you stocks making new highs, new lows, stocks that have unusual volume surges. It's broken down between small cap, mid cap, large cap, whatever you trade. This will help ensure that you're always focused on the stocks that give you the best chance to profit during the day. Then you're going to get also TradingView's premium level charting software. It's one of the most commonly used charting softwares by active traders, included free with your membership. You do not pay $1 extra for any of these things. They are all included when you use coupon code TTG121 and get a 42% discount and a brand new Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablet. You're also going to get a minimum of 10 easy to follow, actionable real-time trade alerts per week from a community of traders currently sporting well over an 80% win rate, and we are fully transparent in True Trading Group. We keep a trading journal on our website that tracks literally every buy and every sell that our moderators make, so you can follow along and see how you'd be performing if you were following these trade alerts. Okay, we are fully transparent inside of TTG. They're all right there for you to see. The wins, the losses, the break-evens, all of it is right there. Then you're also going to get that small private study group with a TTG mod. I told you guys, this is a real way to speed up that learning curve. It's a game changer. This is how you can ask questions, go over lessons and topics that you're struggling with. Okay? Take advantage of it. Okay? That's your time to really get individualized attention from a TTG mod. Then you've got the courses. Okay? You get access to the entire TTG curriculum. There are no special VIP pro courses that cost more money. You get every course. It's a 17-course curriculum. That is a simplified version of the stuff I learned working at the fund in New York City. There are beginner and foundation courses for newbies. There's advanced courses for more seasoned traders. We also have courses on options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, how to trade during a market crash. You name it, we've got it. Text and video format, whichever is easier for you to learn. You will also be getting, in addition to the courses, a video library that has well over 100 hours of additional educational video content. These are workshops and webinars that the moderators and I have conducted covering a variety of different trading topics, like how to trade while working a full-time job, how to grow a small account, how to resist FOMO and have confidence pulling the trigger, just to name a few. You have access to all of these things as a member. And then, of course, the chat room, where we share our screen. We're live on the mic. You can send us private messages and ask us questions throughout the course of the trading day. Guys, listen up, man, because the price of this membership is being walked up by a couple of bucks every day. Tonight at midnight Pacific, that's your last chance to get $12.70. After midnight tonight, you're not going to be able to get the $12.70 price point. So use coupon code TTG121. Get it now. We're going to continue to walk the price of the membership up till we reach back over $2,000. And that's still crazy value. But let me explain to you guys. Let me put things into perspective. The value you're getting at $12.70. It's actually insane, because let's say you don't join True Trading Group, but you decide, I really want that Benzinga newsfeed. I can use something like that. If you go to Benzinga and you want to sign up for the Benzinga Pro real-time newsfeed, okay? If you sign up for the Benzinga Pro real-time newsfeed with the Squawk Box feature, Benzinga is going to charge you $1,400 a year. You can get that free with your membership and pay just $12.70 and get everything else I just said to you. That's insane. That's the value of a TTG subscription. It's a platform. That quote media full book level 2 is $990 a year. The trade simulator is $300 a year. And TradingView's premium charting software is $600 a year. Those 4 tools, if you bought them on your own, they're going to cost you over $3,200 a year. They're all included with your membership when you pay just $12.70 and get access to literally everything else. That's what I mean by the value is insane. Guys, our goal is to disrupt this industry. In order to do that, we need to provide insane value and results at a price substantially less than any of our so-called competitors. Because honestly, guys, results matter. At the end of the day, our members are becoming better traders, and they're making more, and they're making money. And if you guys don't believe me, I want you to watch this. My TTG fam, if you guys are a member of True Trading Group and you are making money and becoming a better trader, I want you to sound off, type the number 1 in chat right now. Again, if you are a member and you are flat out, are you making money? Are you a better trader? Type the number 1 in chat right now. Now, anyone that's not a member, I want you to pay very close attention to the amount of number 1s you're going to see right now come through this side of the screen. These are TTG members. These are people just like you. They found True Trading Group via a live stream. They've gotten the education, and they're now making money and becoming a better trader. I told you, over 80% of our members are successful, meaning they're making money and they're becoming a better trader. That's according to a recent survey we conducted in the first week of July. That's why I'm able to offer you the money back guarantee, because results matter. Guys, I'm sitting here literally, what do you have to lose? If you don't make back your membership fee, I will give you your money back. I stand behind my program. I stand behind the education. I see the results that my members are having. That's why I can offer you this. Commit to me and I will commit to you. That's the deal. You have to realize that becoming a profitable trader, it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. You're going to have to put in some work to actually learn a new skill. That's what you're doing. You're learning a new skill. So go through all the courses, pass the quizzes, attend 1 private study group. That's it. It's all I'm asking you to do in your entire year membership. Do those 3 things. If you do those 3 things and don't make back your membership fee, $1,270, I'll give it back to you. I'll give it back to you. For reference, of the last 4,500 people that have joined True Trading Group, we have refunded 100. That is 2.2%. 2%. Use this coupon code, guys, TTG121. That $1,270 price point is gone after midnight. You guys only have until midnight to get yourself a brand new Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablet. Use coupon code TTG121. Speaking of that membership fee, guys, how long did it take you to make back your membership fee? Because maybe there's a couple of people here that are nervous. Maybe I won't make it back. How long did it take you to make back your membership fee? My members, how long did it take? Sound off in chat. Took Trader Allen 1 day to make back his membership fee. It took John Bean 1 day. It took Jared Vikas less than a week. I don't know if I pronounced your last name correctly. I'm sorry if I did not. Jason Wackenbach took him 3 weeks. Took Dominic Affinito 3 weeks. Took TTG Sunshine 3 weeks to make back her lifetime membership. Took Jay Wendelberg 1 week. It took Diane Fig 4 months, and she started with a $100 account. I love Diane. You don't give yourself enough credit. I'm so damn proud of you. It's not even funny. Okay, I'm so proud of you. All right. It took Get Low Q 10 days. It took Felicia 6 weeks. It took John Gill 8 days. It took Roxanne 3 weeks. It took Paulie a couple weeks. It took Scotty 4 months and a week. It took Bruce less than 2 months. It took Bill 1 week. It took April 2 to 3 days to make back her annual membership and 2 weeks to make back her lifetime membership. It took Money Trades 1 month, and he started with a $200 account. It took Andrew 2.5 days. 2 weeks for Joe Rick, 6 to 8 weeks for Ray Kane. You guys get the point. I don't have to continue reading everyone's comments, but you can read them. Yep. So you guys can see, like, Money Trade. Start with a $200 account. Start with a $200 account. It's a very common misconception is that people think they need thousands of dollars to make money trading. You do not. It's a very common misconception. To prove it to you, watch this. My TTG fam, how many of you started with less than $1,000? Comment in chat real quick. Tell me how much you started with and tell me where you're at today, if you guys don't mind. If you're a member, tell me what did you start with and where are you at now today? Chris started with 500 bucks. Now we're up to 1,700. Diane started with just 100 bucks. And we said that one from before. Jenny Wonder started with a small account, is now out of PDT. Jared started with 1,500 bucks, is now up to $32,000 while working, and is now a full-time trader. Jared, congratulations, man. Congratulations. Now a full-time trader. Bruce started with 500 bucks. Edgar started with 500 bucks. Mo Money started with $3,000, is now almost at $100,000. That is absolutely incredible, mind-blowing. Mo Money, great job. Congratulations. Congratulations. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. You know, another common misconception too, guys, is that like if you work a full-time job, you can't do this, and that's just not true either. And if you guys don't believe me, check this out. Guys, out of my TTG members, if you're making money while working a full-time job, type the letter I and tell me what you do for a living. DD Jack started with 300, made up to about $3,200 and cashed out to pay their daughter's tuition. I love it. Lewis Angel started with 200 bucks, is now sitting on 10K. Yes. Yes. All right, we got a janitor, we've got an accountant, a seafood manager, a nurse, 12-hour swing shifts as a system operator, a trainer at Amazon, a doctor, a manager, another nurse, a graphic designer, an event marketer, food scientist, flavor chemist, director of sales, real estate broker, a teacher, film business, full-time TTG trader, sniper, robot. I love it. Manufacturing, working 12-hour shifts, a cell phone technician. You guys get the point, right? You see how many people are typing in chat right now. They work full-time jobs too. They started with small accounts too. But at the end of the day, now they're making money and they're becoming better traders thanks to the platform and the education and the environment at True Trading Group. And if they can do it, folks, so can you. I also welcome, encourage, and invite you to go check us out on Trustpilot. We're 5-star rated on Trustpilot, folks. Well over 1,300 people have taken the time out of their day to leave us a review on Trustpilot. I welcome, encourage, and invite you all to go read them. There's no greater referral than that of your peers. Okay, there are no greater referral than that of your peers. That's why I ask these questions to our members. That's why, like, I can say these things to you. Like I can sit here and say, hey, guys, our members are making money. That doesn't mean anything, though, if it comes from me, right? That's why I ask my members to comment in chat, sound off, so you can see directly and hear it from them themselves that they're making money, they're becoming better traders. I want you to hear it from them because there's no better referral than one of your peers. So go read those reviews. Okay, use that coupon code TTG121. Use coupon code TTG121. You guys get a 42% discount. Brings the price down to $12.70. You have up until midnight Pacific tonight. You guys want to read a review? Let's read a review. Oh, DD Jack, I actually just read your comment. I just read your comment in chat. Hi, just wanted to give a personal update. Started with TTG a couple months ago, and before I started, I was paying for multiple subscriptions to try and understand the markets, but none of them helped. Upcharge after upcharge. So I found TTG on YouTube and haven't looked back. Account started at 300 bucks and trading options. I've been able to make 3,200 while working swing shift 12 hours on nights, withdrew it all. And now this is enough money to pay my daughter's tuition for the first semester. I'm grateful and blessed for TTG not taking advantage of me. Be blessed. Absolutely amazing. DD Jack. Thank you so much for writing that review. That is absolutely amazing and beautiful that you were able to pay. Okay, that's absolutely amazing that you were able to pay your daughter's tuition with your trading profits. That makes me so happy. I don't think you understand how happy that makes me. You know, that is what my goal at True Trading Group, it's literally, guys, I got to be honest with you. the reason why my team and I are so passionate about this, and you guys can't tell how passionate I am about this. I mean, here I am every single night until 9 o'clock at night doing live streams with you guys, when I could be very easily at the gym or relaxing or watching Netflix or, getting something to eat or doing anything else, right? My passion here is because if I didn't get the education and have the experience and the mentorship that I got when I worked at the fund, I would have never acquired these skills, and I would have never reached a level of success that I'm at now today. There is no way that without that experience, my life would have gone down the path that it has. There's no way. I'm humble enough to say that. Remember, I didn't get here on my own. I wasn't like sitting in my mom's basement for 3 years until I had that eureka moment. I was taught. I have a lot of other people to thank for where I am now today in my life. And I look at the education, the mentorship, everything that I've received has helped get me to this point. So literally, that helped change my life for the better. So when someone says to me, hey, Mike, I'm willing to spend $1,270 to invest in myself for a year, and I'm going to do this with you. I'm going to give you my all because I want this. How bad do you want it? Do you want it bad enough to go through all the courses, go through them a second time, take all the quizzes until you pass them, go through the video library, attend private study groups? How bad do you want it? You got to ask yourself that. If you guys want it, my team and I will be there with you to hold your hand and walk you guys through that process and give you all the help and the guidance and education and mentorship that we possibly can. Because when someone makes that decision and they look towards me and my team for that guidance, I take that very, very seriously. Because now I look at things like I look at myself and I say, well, my mentor, who was my boss when I was working at the fund, and there was another trader who sat directly next to me on the trading floor, who I really looked up to and I really admired. And I actually got a lot of my trading style actually has come from him, even more so than my boss at the time. So, my psychological mentor was really my boss, who was one of the senior partners at the hedge fund. And the trader that was sitting, well, he actually sat to my right. The trader that was sat to my right on the trading floor, I really got a lot of my trading style and little techniques and everything from him. And there was a lot of other people that really helped me along the way. So it's like I look at now, I have an opportunity, just like they did, to help improve and impact my life in a positive way. I have that ability now to do that potentially for my teaching members. So like Didi Jack, when I see you, saying that you were able to pay your daughter's tuition with trading profits, it just warms my heart. It really does. I'm super happy for you. I'm so proud of you, the hard work you've put in. And the same thing goes for all the rest of my teaching members that are out there. I see the work you guys are putting in and you're seeing it. The results don't lie, right? Results matter. And you guys are seeing the stats for yourselves. Thanks for joining me tonight, guys. Remember, use coupon code TTG121. You have until midnight tonight to get the 42% discount, pay just $1,270. And you guys can get a brand new free Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablet. You actually have to enter the coupon code TTG121, click apply code. You'll know you're getting one of the tablets. If you go to your checkout cart and you see a tablet, that means you're getting one of them. If you go to your checkout cart and they are gone, it's not there, that means we have sold out. Don't forget, guys, money back guarantee. If you go through the courses, if you pass the quizzes, if you attend one private study group, if you still do not make back your membership fee, I will give you all of your money back. I am not kidding. I will give you a complete, total, full refund. That's how much I stand behind this program. That's how much I believe in the education that we provide. The question now is, how much do you believe in yourself? Use coupon code TTG121. Thanks for joining me tonight, folks. You're the best. I love you all. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notifications. Smash that like button if you guys haven't done so already. I'll check you guys all in chat too.